Hey guys, I'm 7865 and boy. I am making this video sort of because I was thinking about this a little bit today actually, like during the course of the day and blah 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 during these last couple days because well, basically speaking, my class was one of my class was canceled on Tuesday. That was sweet. Of course, get there and it's like, oh no, oh yeah, he sent an email apparently an hour ago. Oh, class is canceled. I'm like, oh, okay. So that kind of pissed me off. Went there for nothing. Then, well, yesterday I just didn't play and go because of snow, and the road was kind of a little bit icy, so I just didn't care. Yeah, but see, never mind. This professor is so one of the most laid-back people I've ever seen. I really like his attitude about the whole subject he teaches. Unlike my biochem professor last semester, now once again, I will drag this book out as an indication. Okay? Okay. Well, shit. My wallet's in the way. Everything's just in the way, isn't it? Crikey, doing something. This is my book. Yeah, get a good view of that. Now, for those who know the Campbell books about biology, they are annoying. They really are. They are annoying, and they are laborious, and they are irritating, and they just tend to, what's the correct term? Give you a bunch of crap that you don't need, and you are supposed to remember it for exams. No. No. I say no, sir. No. But anyway, that's the main point is not to talk about biochem or college things or any of that. The main point of this is, first of all, always have your computer backed up, people. That's all I'll say about that, because I am a little ticked right now. I won't say why, but, well... I hate technology. I really freaking hate it. No, but really, I sort of do. Anyway, that's not the point either. The point of this video is to, like I said, I've thought about this past few days, and one thing in Pokemon that ticks me off. Now, I'm sure a lot of people have this same sort of mentality, or I would think they do. Gen 1 fanboys and maybe fangirls. The Genwunners. Let me tell you something. If you're a Genwunner, actually try getting out of your little box. This is your little box right here. This is it. Okay, I'm turning into a Mr. Mime so you people know what that is. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I have no problem with Gen 1. I like a lot of folks in Gen 1. Zero problem. Love Gyarados. Love Vappy. Vappy's one of my favorite water types. Love that damn thing to death. Even Jolteon, even though it's kind of useless without choice specs, but that's beside the point. It's just, if you without specs, it can't deal any fucking damage. It really can't. Even Flare, now they got Flare Blitz. 2 generations late, Game Freak. Well done. When you gave it to Infernape, Magmortar, let's see. Well, Magmortar shouldn't really have it. His only physical move ever should be Cross Chop, if you actually run any physical moves on it. Or maybe Flame Charge. You gave it to like everything. You gave it to Infernape. You gave it to Magmortar. Obviously, it's Darmanitan. He's meant for power. You give it to all the things meant for power. You even gave it to friggin' Ninetales, one of his 80 base attack. Again, well done. You don't give it a thing with 130 attack. Flareon has more attack than everything I just listed. Infernape has 100, and I believe 4, is it? No. Wait, yeah, it's 104, I think. Because his speed... No. I forget. I always get his speed and attack stats inverted. So that's beside the point. For anyone who knows stats well enough, someone can feel free to correct me, because I'm probably wrong. What the hell? I really don't know. See, that's bad. Oh, and by the way, that's the other thing. Sort of a little segue, not segue, but a little mini added thing in here. This thing is UU. This thing is UU. And Infernape is UU. Well done, Smogan. Well done. I don't care. It's rough usage. I don't give a damn what the hell it is. That's stupid. The same thing goes for Latias. Why? This thing has instant recovery. It has Wish, Recover, and Roost. It gets freaking... It gets Combine. It has special defense through the ceiling and back. No. Just no. It has a move pool that's very good. Save it lacks like Flamethrower or a good fire move. It gets Dragon Pulse for reliable stab. It gets Surf. It gets Psyshock. Hit Fairies. They're especially defensive like Florges Hard. It gets freaking Thunderbolt hit bulky waters like Slowbro and Slowking. I don't get it. How the hell can the thing be in UU? Just because it's slightly outclassed by Latios? Ooh, whoop-de-doo. Who's the better special wall, Latios or Latias? Let me think. Latias does outclass it in something, so people are very wrong there, and that just doesn't make sense to me. It never really has made sense to me, because, well, people don't know how to tier Pokemon. Oh, God, that's just frightening and appalling that those things would be UU. But okay, mini rant on that over. Ugh, whereas there are certain things, some people actually thought Zygarde would be OU. No, you silly people. It will never be above UU, most likely. Never. Its stats are too just eh. However, if the predictions for it are right, if there's a third game, well, it's going to be higher than UU. But that's then. That's not now. That's then. I.e. months and months from now. So think about that before you put your prediction pants on, as Spade would say. Think about that, okay? Okay. Because, well, he could be good. Could be. Because Dragon Ground's a pretty damn good offensive type. The only things you really can't hit are, well, Bronzong. He got nerfed to piss anyway. Physically Bulker. Wow. Bulky Rotom Wash to some extent. But a +1 outrage hurts like hell. And obviously Skarm. Skarm's not phased by any Zygarde run. Skarm's just like... It's just like, come at me, you damn lizard. Come at me. Actually... Ooh, I just got a good nickname for a Zygarde. Ooh. I thought of another one for a Tangrowth. Oh, man, that was actually really... I can't believe I thought of it. And no one would ever understand it if they saw it. No one would ever understand it. Because it is the most amazing nickname ever. And you only probably know it if you grew up in the 90s. And if you didn't, and I mean the like mid-90s, not even late 90s, mid-90s, it's such a good name, and I'm so proud of myself. Oh, damn. I'm like happy about that. But yeah, it's a really good name. Oh, shit, guys, I'm sorry. I got out of bed this morning. Oh, and again, mini little side thing. Where I live, it's really cold. Like, really, really damn cold. Like, it's like, what is it? Like, 9. Don't mind me. But, feels like 12. Great. Lovely. Yeah, okay. I feel worse for people who are, I don't know, well, obviously Vermont, to some extent Maine, upstate New York had to get, oof. Like I said, Vermont. Oh, my God. I was talking to a girl about that today. Oh, my God. Be like frozen. Like icicles. But yeah, really now, they really probably are like icicles. I'm not joking. I'm trying to be an ass, kind of, but it's true. Icicles, and that reminds me. So you speak of icicles, now I see online is about that movie Frozen. Maybe I should actually see that. I don't know. Haven't really thought about it. If my girlfriend actually wanted to see it, maybe I'd go see it. But really, that's gonna tell you guys. Romantic relationships, no matter what age, don't get easier. They don't. But anyway, that aside too, they really don't though. But yeah, the main point of this video, like I said, is Genwunners. Now, I have a real problem when people say, "Oh, Gen 1 is the best generation. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good." Gen 1's a very good generation. Don't get me twisted. It's a very good generation. I love red and blue and yellow to like death. I love them. But, and this is a big but. God, did I really just, never mind. Okay. But no, really, this is like gigantic. Like, you can't avoid this part of it. Like, the games themselves are very good. Like, the gameplay is very, very good. Very, very good. Like, even some of the glitches are just funny to exploit. But the mechanics are the most moronic thing in all existence. Like, you're Persian. Every freaking hit you crit. You have Hyper Beam, everything dies. If you're a Persian or Tauros. What the fuck is that? Because it was physical, for those who don't remember. Hyper Beam actually was physical. All normals are physical. Yeah. There wasn't like Hyper Voice, obviously. There wasn't like Swift. Not that anything uses Swift outside of maybe Technician and Ambipom. That's about it. And even then, Fake Out's better. But, because Ambipomp's attacks higher. I haven't seen him much in 6th gen actually. Um, but yeah, they're like, oh my god, 1st gen is so good, and the mechanics are stupid as hell. So for one, you're kind of wrong already. For two, again, the gameplay is very good, but people are like, oh my god, some of the best Pokemon. Oh my god. Now these days they have like an ice cream cone. Because they're talking about obviously 5th gen there. For those who know, I almost called it Bibanir. That's the Japanese name. Vanillix. For those who know Vanillix, that 2-scooped ice cream thing with the friggin' the weird derpy face like it's stoned. Um, I say this simply because, and I will explain why. There was a kid in my high school who would literally come in stoned every day. How the teachers didn't notice, I have no idea. Or they just let it slide, or they thought he was on meds. I don't know what the deal was. I didn't even think medicinal marijuana was legal then, but okay. Apparently I thought he was on something that was legal. But when in reality, he was out in left field somewhere. So, there you go. There's a little laugh in this video. He really was, and people had no clue. There you go. He and 3 other guys got expelled their senior year for being potheads and for doing that in a Burger King parking lot before school. Brilliant. Freaking brilliant. First of all, drugs are shit in the first place. Second of all, why the hell would you do that right before school? Third of all, you don't think if you're going to do that stuff, from everything I've read and from actually, like, I know stories about it, and I even overheard when I'm talking once after they'd done it, like, and I heard him say, like, dude, I'm so hungry, and I knew they weren't actually, I could tell, I saw their eyes, I'm like, oh my god. Like, they don't, I don't get it. If they don't, I don't get the logic. Oh wait, they're not logical, they're doing drugs. That's right, they're doing freaking drugs instead of doing something, I don't know, exercising, playing a video game, I don't care what you do. Anything's better than drugs. Don't be stupid, oh my lord. I don't mind an occasional drink now and again, but if you do drugs all the time, just get the hell away from me. I don't need you. Go away. Again, not the point. I figured I'd go off on a little segue again, like I tend to. My apologies, but then drugs. I instantly thought of wheezing. So I'm talking about 1st gen Pokemon. Why not? Or maybe, well, not Hypno really, although. Anyone who's seen that creepy pasta Hypno's Lullaby, well, you won't sleep. You just won't sleep. I remember the first night I saw it, I watched it at like 10:30 or 11. I didn't fall asleep till like 2 that night. It actually scared me a little bit because the guy's voice was so good. Oh man, that guy was really creepy. He knew what the hell he was doing. But yeah. Anyway, back to Genwunners. Now, in like 5th gen, they have like an ice cream cone and a pile of gears. Oh my god, that's so dumb. Really? Well, with that, I retort to you. 1st gen had 3 magnets interconnected to one another and basically joined. They had a giant fat thing that was like a panda crossed with like Totoro's twisted cousin twice removed. They had a coconut tree, and they had a Pokemon and then the supposed shadow of said Pokemon with Clefable and Gengar, which now, ironically, considering Clefable's fairy, before it was immune to Shadow Ball, now it's not only neutral to Shadow Ball, but it's weak to Sludge Bomb and Sludge Wave. The irony in that is just funny. It's just kind of funny. But, yeah. But, yeah, they complain about that, and you have, like, and also in 1st gen, you have 3 little moles coming out of the ground. All basically, 1 mole evolves into 3. How the hell does that even work? What, it just grows 2 more? And, you go Doduo to Dodrio. That's not a play on duo and trio at all. And then they complain about freaking Vanillix and Klinklang. What? No. Pardon my vehemence, but really. Even like Muck. Muck is a giant pile of sludge, yes, and everyone can make all the immature jokes you want about his name. Ha ha ha, it's so friggin' funny. Ha ha ha, yeah, get out of your damn systems. Get all the immaturity out of your systems. It is remotely funny. First time I realized it about 4 or 5 years ago, I was like, but now I'm kind of like, oh, nah. But yeah, giant pile of sludge. Like, so whenever they can, and that's why too, people, now admittedly, I semi-agree with this one, okay? Slurpluff's design, it looks asinine. Like, it looks really dumb. It's basically, it's like that ice cream cone, it's friggin', or the cream puff, whatever it's supposed to be. puff. Yeah, I guess it's like a cream puff. With sticking its tongue out of you. Okay. That's fine. But its move pool. Now, for those familiar enough with Latin, you'll know this phrase. Its move pool exists. Not exists. Of course it exists, man. Its move pool is out ad infinitum, meaning its move pool is basically endless. The things should be a normal type. It learns like it has like Clefable's move pool minus Ice Beam, but with Surf instead. Because I'll tell you the notable moves right now. Slurpluff gets. Okay. Dazzling Gleam doesn't get Moonblast for a reason. It's a fairy type. Doesn't get Moonblast. Don't know why. Don't care. Yet Aromatisse does. Although Aromatisse is only useful really in VGC or in Trick Room, so don't even start me on that thing. Sorry, guys. I just got done with a really hard, bad training session. I'm really tired. What's it? But yeah, it gets Dazzling Gleam. And here it's coverage move. And Play Rough for like a physical fairy move. If you want to run the stupid ass Belly Drum, Unburdened, Citrus Berry. If I see that damn set one more time, I will just like, no, I can't. It's to the point where if I see that on a simulator or I see that anywhere on Wi-Fi, I'm just like, because I've seen plenty of Wi-Fi battles on YouTube with it, and I'm like, why? Why do you people do this? I don't even understand. But yeah, anyway, back to this. It's really, and the other thing, the other problem with Belly Drum set really is too that its best coverage move really with the Belly Drum set is Thief or Return for physical moves. Otherwise, it steals you to run Flamethrower, and then you all by Heat Ran. What the hell do you do then? Because a +6 Thief only does I think like about 65, maybe 70%, and then it destroys you with a Fire Blast because you're at like fucking 55% of your health after the Citrus Berry. You're at like nothing. And Fire Blast and Heat Ran hurts. I don't care what you are. It hurts unless you're a Flash Fire. But yeah. And if you do, you're Chandelier, you get Earth Powered. Alright, back to its moves. Okay, like I said, Flamethrower for special moves. Actually, I'll cross off these two. Those were just the random physical moves I threw in. So Flamethrower after Dazzling Gleam. Then Thunderbolt, Energy Ball, Surf, Hidden Power, and I believe Psychic. Those 7 special moves give obscene coverage. Obscene. There's not one thing. You hit all of its weaknesses too, because Psychic slams poison types in the face, and you can run HP Ground, I guess, hit poison and steel. And Flamethrower obliterates almost every steel type not named Tran or Empoleon. The fuck? And people underrate that thing. I don't care how asinine it looks. If it works, it works. The thing works. That's the bottom line. It works. It does. It has a function. It doesn't just sit there like something useless, like, I don't know, like a Bunnelby waiting for you to evolve it. I mean, really. Because admittedly, the Diggersby, I won't even go into the meme, never mind. It's overused as hell, but Diggersby is really good. Like, Diggersby is crazy good. So stupid. What is it, like close to 1,000 attack with choice band? Oh my god, help. That's retarded. Although, my Azumarill on one of my teams lived a, what was it? For those who actually care, and for those who care about damage, you want something to let a Diggersby hit after it kills something, bring in a Choice Banded Azumarill at full health, you'll take 1 CV Earthquake, you'll live at like 8 or 10%, and you destroy it with Aqua Jet. You'll tear its face off. You won't one-hit it if it's at full, but you'll nearly one-hit, and then another one kills it. Azumarill is amazing. It is amazing. Anyway, back to the Gen 1 thing. But yeah, Slurpluff may look stupid. Look at its move pool. Well, Muck has a good move pool too, so I take that back. But Muck has something called 4 move slot syndrome. Slurpluff doesn't necessarily have that as much. Muck doesn't. Muck's really guilty of that, for those who know what that is. It's basically where you need to choose a coverage move, and you're like, what do I take? Do I pick Fire Punch, or do I pick Ice Punch? Do I pick this, or do I pick that? You don't know what the hell to do, because do I want this coverage? Do I want X coverage? Do I want Y coverage? But yeah. So that's my sort of little mini rant on it. Like, people bitch about Gen 1. Remember one thing. I mean, people bitch about the later gens, rather. Remember this. Your generation had a 3-headed mole. Okay. A 3-whatever mole, like, attached. 3 magnets attached. A coconut tree. A Pokemon in the shadow of said supposed shadow of said Pokemon, I should say. And a seahorse. And a bigger seahorse. So I say to you, Really. Oh, and a pile of sludge. For the, for the people, just like same thing with coughing and wheezing, and Doduo and Dodrio. Oh, I'm a giant, like, ball of toxic fumes. Oh, I evolved into 2 of them that are joined. Very good. Very freaking good. Unbelievably uncreative. That's what I'm saying. There are a lot of gens with almost every gen has uncreative crap. So people who complain about, like, the later gens, like 5th, 6th, take a look back before you whine. Like, really, take a very hard look back before you whine. I mean, granted, without, and especially, remember this, I mean, granted, for the Genwunners, without Gen 1, obviously, most of the other pokes probably wouldn't exist, but still, the point is still very valid, that every gen has an original stuff. Look at 2nd gen, you have an owl and you have a bigger owl. Just like 1st gen, you have a bird, a bigger bird with, like, a weird comb back thing, whatever the hell it's called, Pidgeotto, and then Pidgeot, it just gets longer. So good! So good! No. People out there forget my sarcasm. This has been a topic that's really ticked me off. Like, seriously. Like, I never will understand that. And I know of someone who would, like, yeah, he can't stand that either. I just know it. And, like, I'm sure a lot of people would be of that mindset. It's just, don't bitch and whine about something if the same thing is applicable to other things. And it is in this case. Like I said, oh, and then you have a seal, and it somehow evolves into, like, a sea cow manatee thing, wherever the hell dugong is. I don't know what the hell it is. Not a walrus, I know that. That's what walrus is. Like Doduo. Dodrio! Oh, grows an extra head! That must be painful, though, but just like from Vilas to Hydreigon. It grows another head. So look and compare before you're like, oh my god, you're throwing original. They're the same damn thing with different types. Dodrio and Doduo are normal flying, and then Danos, Vilas, and Hydreigon are, what the hell are they? Dark Dragon. Cough fairies exist. Yes. Same thing for Pangoro and Scrafty. Oh yeah, those 3 all got so fucking screwed. You can get one shot if I said Slurpluff, just a random side note, which is absolutely hilarious. A cream puff with its tongue, like that, can just say hi, giant panda thing with, like, bamboo twig in your mouth, and hi, little hood rat thing, and hi, giant dark dragon Hydra. Oh, you're all dead to my dazzling gleam. Goodbye. Because with no investment, I believe I did a calculus once. A Hydreigon with, what was it? I think it was like 28 or 32 HPVs from a Dazzling Gleam, from a defensive, well, especially defensive Slurpluff takes, I think it's like 86, 87%. That's with no special attack EVs. That's so bad. Oh my god, that's why he's UU. People are like, why is he UU? And I knew of there's a guy I know of who both are sort of predicting that Gardevoir would dump all over Hydreigon, and basically it does, because, well, let's see. Oh, I'm immune to Dragon. I Quadratus Focus Miss. Not that I've ever seen a Hydreigon with that anymore, because fairies exist. And then Dark Pulse, well, I'm neutral. I have special defense that's like 135. You ain't touching me. And I actually outpace you now because I have 105 speed, despite the fact that it looks like Gardevoir got fatter. That totally makes sense, doesn't it, guys? Game Freak. Silly Game Freak. When things get fatter, they don't gain speed. You lower jump speed, but you don't lower Gardevoirs. Very good. Freaking so stupid. But you idiots. I understand balance and all that crap, but really now, are you fucking serious? Are you really serious, or is that some kind of lame joke? Like an early April Fool's. But yeah. Anyway, and the other thing that ticks me off, speak of UU, because Gardevoir really does dump on Hydreigon, that's the last I'll say. Gardevoir eats all 3 of them for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Slurpluff has a little more trouble with Hydreigon, because a crit like Fire Blast would hurt severely. It would hurt, especially with Specs when it might even kill. But you're on Specs Hydreigon and UU, you're a moron, quite frankly, because, well, unless you have something that's straight up clear fairies, like, or unless you have Flash Cannon on said Hydreigon. Like you have Draco, Dark Pulse, Fire Blast, and like Flash Cannon. Hatred that with Flash Cannon. That's what fairies are forced us to do. Oh god, the fairies. But no, unless you have a dedicated fairy killer like say a Magnezone. Because Specs Flash Cannon to a full health floor just with max HP, 200 special defense, I think clean after Stealth Rock kills it. I'm pretty damn sure it clean kills it. If you're modest spec, I think it damn clean kills it. And if it does, oh, Hydreigon, I'm having fun spamming Draco Meteor. Because Specs Hydreigon's still good, don't get me wrong. In terms of raw power. 383 special attack plus Specs is not something you want to screw with. Jesus. But, if their Florges is running around, it can't have one of that. Now, Conway, no, it can't. But no, you really, you can't. It's not a good, you just can't do it. You can't do it, lads. But really, my Scottish weird accent aside. And I'm sorry, guys, it's going to be a long-ass video. It really will be, but I have a lot to say on this topic. But yeah, like I said, Gardevoir absolutely dumps on Hydreigon. So use it. Gardevoir is very good. NU to UU, rather. Thought you BO you Gardevoir in a way. Really did. Oh well. Yet Mawile is. From NU to OU. Again, a classic example of how an ability and a slight type change and a mega. Well, actually, that's 3. Yeah, it kind of makes sense for OU. But what I don't get is that Pinsir went from NU to OU. What? I mean, it should be UU, quite frankly. It's not that overpowered. People think if you let it get an SD up like an idiot when it's in Mega, then it's overpowered as hell. And then if you get hit by an aerial return, you're dead. Unless you're a steel type, you're dead. You're dead in the water. And a Zoomer at full health is probably going to die to that. I mean, it's just not even a question. Quick attack also hurts like hell. But yeah. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, last little thing I want to say about UU. I did my Genwunner thing, so I kind of said that already. But yeah. Yeah. Like I said, these two in UU. No. Keldeo maybe. Terrakion the powerhouse. That's just stupid. But yeah, because actually that's funny too, because always Scrafty and Pingor have to touch fairies is poison chef. Oh, poor Scrafty's gonna be like, are you or NU? Oh dear God. Never, actually not NU, he's way too bulky. Probably are you. And Druddigan's gonna be NU in like 5 seconds. As if Goodra and Dragalge don't already give him a... Dragalge's actually really good. That's another story. Dragalge's like, people underrate it to no end, and that pisses me off. But yeah, final little thing about UU. Before I end this video off. There's a water type who is in NU... No, if it were NU, I would stop playing Pokemon. In UU, who never should have dropped because Starmie didn't drop. And this pisses me off. And like I said, it's how I'm ending the video. Vaporeon is UU, for those who are unaware. And that ticks me off. People are like, oh, I've heard a few people say, oh, because of Permarant getting nerfed. No, that's not the only reason for the dipshits who aren't aware of this. That is probably the primary reason. There's a secondary and probably even a third reason. I almost want to say tertiary. That's really scary to me. That proves the biochem crap's still in my head. But no, a secondary and a third reason why, or thirdly, or whatever. Secondary is because, remember what now exists. Sylveon does its job better in OU. Sans for Scizor. Because that's what I told this guy. I'm like, Scizor destroys Sylveon. It doesn't do that to Vaporeon. U-turn is the hardest it can hit it. And even that only does about, I think, 44-45% if you're physically defensive. Oh, you can always protect off the damage. Oh my god. That enrages me to the point of just, I don't even know. I might use Vaporeon. Every team just get to use it. I am so ticked about that. Like, I'm ticked. Yet Starmie is OU. The thing is brittle. If you look at it funny, it dies. Period. It dies. It's weak to friggin' Dark, Ghost, Electric, Grass, and Bug. What's Vaporeon weak to? Grass and Electric. No. Just no. Is Starmie living a Bandit Braver with a Talonflame? Probably fucking not. Is Vaporeon? Oh, hell yeah. And is Scald killing it? Hell yeah. Starmie can too, if it can live the frickin' CB Brave Bird. But yeah, it shouldn't be UU. That is not acceptable. But like I said, Sylveon's secondary reason. So for anyone, you gotta be kidding me. So for anyone who ever gets that twisted, yeah, it's just, don't mind me. My computer decided to take a giant like break because it's being a piece of crap. I just had to get back on it because, well, it's like it had to be updated, and also, never mind. Like I said, I hate technology. I'll leave it at that. Anyway, this has been the video, more or less on Genwunners and some random UU Pokemon stuff. So yeah, I hope people enjoy this. And yeah, this is MD865, and like I said, they probably should not be UU. People, start using it. Why? And now I have to go rebuild 127 teams. Fun. Anyway, alright people, peace out. That is it.